Hello and welcome to the Nothing But Net podcast and happy Friday. We hope you've all had a fantastic week like we have and more pumped for the weekend. And to help kickstart this weekend, as always, to the left of me is Mr. Judah Windsor.
Hello.
And to the right of me is the one and only Mitchell McGreevy.
Hello there, Internet.
So, after that awkward intro, we shall start with Miami Heat power forward Chris Bosh. He was sidelined most of last year due to blood clots in his lungs. Now, he's come out and said he wants to play, even after 4 doctors disagreed with him, basically, 4 Miami Heat doctors. However, he did find one doctor that said he could, personal doctor. What are your thoughts on Chris Bosh? Should he be allowed to play this year?
Well, does he want to play? And obviously he does. So, let him play, but at very, very, very limited minutes. Like, don't play him so much that he's going to die on the court, which is a very real possibility, unfortunately. So, just play him in the preseason, and if he does okay on limited minutes, keep him on limited minutes, but if he doesn't do okay, then probably just don't let him play.
See how he goes.
Yeah, just simple as that.
What about you? What are your thoughts on Chris Bosh? And, there's a lot of stories coming out of it. Should he be able to play?
Blood clots is a really, it's a pretty serious issue, especially in your lungs.
Any contact to the lungs,
it's very dangerous, and, did you say he was on, blood thinners every day?
Yeah, he's been on blood thinners for the last 10 months or something, so, it's certainly serious, especially if he's on it for an extended period of time.
Yeah, I know he wants to play, but he's really got to actually consider, the dangers that's going to have to his life. Like Mitchell said, you don't want him just dying on the court. Then you'd feel so the blame would all go on Miami Heat when it really shouldn't. He can't just go out and play. He's actually got to consider the effects it's going to have on his health and his life. He really wants to, but he's got to be careful because he's running on a really dangerous line here.
Yeah. Well, just to add on what you said there about what'd you say about Chris Bosh and was it weighing it up or weighing up whether it was worth it or not? The guy's got 4 kids, a wife, so I'm sure if he feels like he wants to play, I'm sure he could. No, that's right. About the Miami Heat being held responsible. There's, the Miami Heat have come out and said, we don't want to be liable for him dying. And this is one of the main reasons why I think there may be a cynical approach to it. And I don't want to accuse the Miami Heat of it, but they can. They can make, not make, but Chris Bosh can sign waivers saying, I consider myself fit, and whatever happens to me on the court is fully my legal responsibility. Obviously, the public won't view it as that way, but this is something I wanted to get your take on, or both of you guys' takes on. Are the Miami Heat trying to buy out Chris Bosh? Because there's a certain clause, amnesty clause, which basically means if Chris Bosh doesn't play for a certain amount of games, he can be bought out. His contract can be paid off for 7 years. Over 7 years, not on the books. So Miami Heat will get a whole 20 mil free. Are they looking to really essentially sell out their main, one of their main corner pieces, and he is on a wealthy contract?
Oh, yeah. I think they should sell him out. I don't know.
Don't think it's unethical?
Ethics
is a place south of London, isn't it?
Yeah, it is unethical, it is, but, you can't... They can't do anything about that, though.
And the league's a business.
They can't be holding players who are a risk to how they're going to do. That's just how it is. But I think they'd definitely be looking to...
Oh, you got to explore every option. Because basically, if he can't play...
He's barely playing for them. He's wasting... not wasting, but he is. Yeah,
he is dead money.
Yeah,
he's essentially dead money on the cap.
Yeah, he's not doing anything for the team right now. So I think they definitely should buy him out. I know it's unethical or whatever, but I think if Miami Heat wanted to get places with their team, Chris Bosh is a great player. Don't get me wrong, but his time with Miami is past.
No one sitting on the bench doing nothing is worth $20 million.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Mitchell?
I definitely agree with Judah there. They probably should, even though it is unethical. It just if they do it, gives them 20 mil in the cap, like you said, to sign free agents or whatever. And that could just really help lift their team. Also, then if they waive him, does that mean that he's off the books?
Yeah, he's off the books, yeah.
So it doesn't affect him if he dies, does it?
What happens is the money they get out of it.
It's not on them anymore. if anything goes wrong to him.
So if
it's not really part of their
so if they waive him, they're basically releasing him. if they
Yeah.
waive him under the eminence. So he'll be a free agent essentially. He'll get paid out due to the insurance. Every player signs with the league due to career-ending injuries. So no, he'll definitely be looked after. But look, and this is why I think people have come out and said, "Oh, the Miami Heat are being cynical, not letting him play." But you understand? I think when it's 4 doctors to 1 doctor, there's a reason.
And it's a serious issue.
And also,
it's not like he's got a broken foot or something. I mean, it's potentially life-threatening.
And it's not like I could understand. Like I know it's a bit off topic, but you look at the Chicago Bulls, right?
Yeah.
You look at a guy like Derrick Rose, who's on 20 mil. Before they traded him, was on 20 mil a year, played 1 season, was out for I don't know statistics, but he missed a stack load of games.
He played like
basically
90 games
missed
in 3 years. Yeah.
Basically missed 3 seasons essentially. Hardly played. I could understand the Bulls wanting to be able to buy him out.
Yeah.
You know, he's a stack load of money. He's had it for a long time. Chris Bosh, he's still an all-star. Like this guy is on his night, like consistently too, is a double machine. Week in and week out, he can put in, 20 and 10 performances. So when people say, "Oh, the Miami Heat want to get rid of him," well, why? I understand you want the money, but if he is fit, then why? If he's not fit, I totally understand. Then they are doing what he's best.
He's not fit.
Yeah, which makes me believe he's not fit. Otherwise, if he was fit, he's not some guy that's been overpaid like Derrick Rose, who just isn't performing.
Yeah.
Like he performs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
when he's fit, he's a machine. Chris Bosh is an amazing player, and he definitely could carry Miami's side. I mean, like him and Hassan.
And they need him essentially after Dwayne Wade leaving. Yeah.
Him and Hassan would be a really vicious front court combo, and it's a shame that he's not
best
fit.
on the East.
It's a shame he's not unfit right now. Otherwise, Miami would actually be quite a contender. But if he's not fit, then they're going to have trouble, and they might have to buy him out.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I do believe it's his decision.
Yeah.
The guy's a 2-time NBA champion, multiple-time All-Star, has 4 kids, a lovely wife. I think if anyone cares about his family and what's best for Chris Bosh, it would be Chris Bosh.
Yeah.
So obviously he's weighed up the pros, the cons, and he said, well, it's a risk I'm willing to take. Because, if it was the other way around and the Miami Heat were, with a stick blindly forcing him out onto the court, like a boxer knocked out and the manager in the corner's, not going to throw in the white towel and just keep forcing him out there to get knocked out. Well, it's not like that.
Yeah.
The Miami Heat, if anything, are being on the cautious side, which I think
they're
is good.
letting him decide. Miami Heat are doing good in this situation.
Yeah.
They're letting him decide whether he wants to play or not. And if he does play, they'll probably limit his minutes, and they'll make sure it's not too dangerous for him.
And again, you got to look at it and go, well, if 4 doctors are saying no, and obviously he wants to play, who wouldn't want to play? You know what I mean? I'm sure to him.
Yeah.
Well, basketball's life.
And it's not, blood clots aren't something. Blood clots aren't something you can
take lightly,
feel. Yeah, you can't take them lightly, but they're not something like you can feel as a player. Like, I'm sure he feels them, but the health risks involved are not something you can physically feel.
Yeah.
Like if you got a broken
arm, he probably doesn't think. Yeah.
No, like if you have a broken arm or just like playing injured, you can feel it. I don't think he'd be able to feel it.
Yeah.
I'm sure he probably thinks he feels fine. But if the medical risks are there, no, the NBA do not want to see people dying on the court. Like, can you imagine that person dying on live television in the middle of like basketball game? People don't pay money to come see someone die.
And the palace all over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'd be terrible. It'd send the sport, send the NBA back years. So, no, to wrap it up, what about we believe he can play, Mitch?
He can play on very, very limited minutes. Like, he can play, but not much.
Judo?
I really want to see him play, but I think it's in his best interest not to play, for health reasons.
No, I agree. 4 doctors are doctors for a reason.
Yeah.
Not anyone can be a doctor.
They didn't study medicine for nothing.
However, again, he's obviously weighed up the options, and if anyone cares about the Bosh family, I'm sure it's him. And, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.